Good evening and happy New Year 2022. We made it through. Yes. And even if some of us are still struggling, I come by to advise you or just give you something to think about. It's time to declare war. It's time to declare war on your darkness, your demons, and especially the self-sabotaging tendencies that you have. How you talk bad to yourself, how you look in the mirror and don't see your worth, and whatever trials and tribulations that you experienced as a kid, that you keep holding that against you. Declare war. It's time to take off the gloves and fight. And I know that may sound easy, but I also know it's hard. Because as I've said before, life is tough, but you're worth the work. And it takes work. It takes accountability. It takes saying, you know what? There's some messed up stuff about me. There's some things that I've went through that is holding me back from being a better me or great who I am, that I have to work through it. I have to put down the drugs. I have to put down the alcohol and say, you know what? I have to uncover the covers and come up out of that darkness and say, you know what? I declare war on what's eating at me within. It's time. It's time, because I can't believe that all the roadblocks that stacked up against you, that you're not ready to knock them down. I can't believe that you want to just stay there with these walls holding you back, with these trials you can't get over. Yes, you can. You can. And it's time to move stuff out your way, knock roadblocks down. It's time to declare war on what's eating at you within. And one of our biggest, it's not even one of them, it is the biggest obstacle to me, this is all my opinion, is ourselves. We have to sometimes get out of our own way, get out of our own head, and try to see things in a better perspective. You know, because what they say, what don't kill you make you stronger. So even though you went through some stuff, and that stuff has eaten at you, and been eating at you, and been eating at you, and I know how much easier it is to take a drink, get high, get drunk, even crawl up under the covers and just be in a dark place, than deal with it. But you know, the downsides to all of that is that the next day, those same thoughts is there. What happened to you back when still happened to you. You can't undo what was did. But what you can do is you can help heal what's eating at you from within. You could let your guard down. Take off the covers. Put down the beer. Put down the alcohol. Put down the drugs. And tell yourself, it's a new day. And I'm going to take advantage of this new day and start right here, right now. Because that's a part of the process, is you got to start somewhere. You do. You can't keep telling yourself this, but at the same time, picking up a drink, picking up drugs, or hiding under the covers. You have to stand up and declare war. And I have faith in you. I believe you can do it. It may take work, but you're worth the work. You're so worthy of it. You're so worthy of being a better version of you, of loving who you are, because that's who you are. And whatever you've experienced in your life is a part of who you are. And it's okay. It's okay. It is okay. And it's time to declare war on that. On all of it. Bring it to pass. It's time. because you matter. Your mental health matters. And I sit some days and I just meditate on just what is eating at me. And nothing really is eating at me, but I can remember things that used to eat at me, that had me doing cocaine, that had me drinking. And all I can sit back and say now is that, you know what? All those things I thought I had mastered. Never thought in a million years that I would have to learn with living again. And that's what we have to do after trials and tribulations. Burying my son was the furthest thing that I ever in my life thought I would have to endure. But guess what? What was I going to do with it? Take the bottle to the head? Go back to using cocaine, sniffing? It's not going to undo what has happened. But you have to learn, not because I don't like the whole, oh, it's time for you to move on. I don't like that saying, because there's some things you can't move on from, but you can move forward with it. You can learn to live with it because you can't undo it. And sometimes once you get to a certain part of your life, you can look back and it's still there because it still happened. But guess what? Hey, you have moved forward from it. So I just encourage you to start tonight, start today, this evening. Declare war on what's eating at you from within. You got to start somewhere. Start tonight. Because even though we may be powerless over people, we may be helpless to someone that we can't help. But what I know for sure, is that you're not useless. You're not. And you're so worthy. You are worthy. And it's time to declare war on it all. On whatever is holding you back from being the best version of who God has made you to be. That's all I have. Happy New Year. And again, I'm here. I know COVID is another part of, this whole universe of being, everything is virtually. Mask up. Put on gloves. We can meet up. Because it's nothing like a hug. Hugs are important. And I know it's COVID. I get it. But I feel COVID is allowing the devil to keep us that separation. Put on gloves. Put on, suit up like you getting ready to go to the moon. Whatever you got to do to get a hug. Because hugs are important. That human touch can save a life. And I believe in that. So with that being said, I have an ear to bend, a shoulder to cry on, a shoulder to lean on, and a hug to give. And sometimes I do this. I just hug myself because hugs are very important. Y'all be blessed. I love each and every one of you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that. And and you know what? And I say that because in my journey, I have truly learned that God is love. So I love you, and I don't even know you. Be blessed.